Hey guys, thank you for visiting my YouTube channel, Everything Home Theater. If you haven't been here before and we haven't met, my name's Cody. My channel focuses on home theater construction as I'm currently building mine. And once it's done, I'll be doing some more stuff within the theater, hopefully testing and unboxings. I also like to do movie reviews. And if you haven't been here before, you're in for a surprise. I like to do small clips and insert myself into the movies that I'm reviewing. They do take a lot of time, so I don't put them out very often. But again, thank you for joining us today and watching this one. Anyway, Predator, Killer of Killers. This came out on Hulu this past June of 2025. It is an animated anthology written by Dan Trachtenberg, who also did the movie Prey. Prey is a side movie of the Predator franchise and takes place, I'm going to say the late 1800s maybe. One thing you start to realize about Predator, Killer of Killers, is it kind of takes place through time. I don't know if the Predators have just continued to exist and get people, but this movie makes you think that they can actually travel through time.
Just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future.
Since it is an anthology, we're going to start with the first short film. In the first short film, which is called The Shield, it's about Ursa. Ursa's a Viking, and this is taking place in 841 AD. She's been on a quest her whole life to avenge her father, who she was forced to kill. Throughout this short flick, she tortures people, she fights her way into areas to get information on where this man is. When she finds him, he makes her feel like a coward and degrades her. And this is the part where you start to realize that this predator has been tracking them.
Hear me, Zoran, for fate has brought us together again. Some call me Stonebringer, Shield Maiden. My name is Ursa.
Who?
Ursa.
Listen, Zoran. I suggest you get your titles in order. Not only is she the Shield Maiden Stormbringer and the Valkyrie of the North Seas, she's also known widely across the world as the Panty-Waist Pillager and the She Who Never Showers. Blood mark across her face. You don't know she's coming until it's too late. And the Bearer of Brutality is standing behind you with her sword across your...
Silence!
And this predator is in the room with them, but you don't know it yet. After the son kills the bad man for making his mom feel so terrible, this predator comes into view. He uninvisibles himself. And he's about 10 feet tall, huge and bulky, probably the biggest predator you've ever seen. And a fight ensues between Ursa's clan, or Ursa's group of Vikings, and this predator. The Vikings attack the predator, and a fight ensues, and the predator's kicking butt. The predator's just punching them and lifting them up with one arm. There's no way that all these Vikings can take him on, and this predator dispatches them one by one, and it's really no fight. Ursa's the only one who actually continues to fight and lives through this first encounter. She goes outside, takes the fight outside, and it pursues underneath a frozen lake. She makes it through this and she survives this predator. What you start to realize is after this first short film, it shows this cargo ship, and Ursa's in the cargo ship and she's got a collar on. The camera shifts over and you see a samurai warrior with a collar around his neck also. Skit 2 is called The Sword, and The Sword is about two brothers who are part of a samurai guild. And their father is the leader of this samurai guild. When they get to this certain age where this short film takes place, the father is expecting them to fight to see who's going to be the leader of the guild, either in the future or when he passes. They do a little bit, but then one brother totally stops and says he's he doesn't say anything. There's only like maybe 15 words in this short film. It's pretty silent except for the crashing, the bashing, the punching, the kicking, and tiles. But anyway, the one brother says he won't fight. And when the father shows that look of disgust and disgrace on his face, the other brother attacks him and he defends himself. They fight a little bit for just a couple minutes and he gets a cut across his face and looks at the brother and runs off. The brother that attacked then goes and stands beside his father. 20 years pass in this short film. And by this time, the father has passed away, and the son that stayed and fought is actually the leader of the samurai guild now. The other brother, who is now part of a ninja clan, and I don't know if he's a leader or just a ninja clan, sneaks in. He basically comes in with darts that knock people out, does his ninja foolery, tomfoolery stuff, and sneaks into the tower where the samurais are and finds his brother where I'm assuming he knew he would be. They fight, and the ninja brother actually ends up winning this battle, knocking his brother out the window. The sword fighting here is just really awesome. They go at it for a little bit. The brother gets knocked out the window. And as the ninja is starting to walk out of the room, this is when this predator of this short story appears. And when he appears, he's a little bit smaller than the other one. He's not near as tall, not near as bulky, but he seems more futuristic or something. Two samurai guards come in the door because they had heard the fighting of the two brothers. The ninja disappears, and those two samurai go to take on this predator. And when they do that, they're dispatched quite quickly. One of them gets a hook on a chain thing through him, and the other one gets speared against a wall. And then when the end of the spear is twisted, it basically puts these two blades out to the sides and cuts him in half.
When am I gonna be upgraded to the real ninja outfit?
The ninja jumps out a window and is running across rooftops. And to make a long story short, he ends up on the ground where his brother was. And the brothers end up fighting together, and only one brother lives. So I'm not going to give anything away there, or did I? One brother lives, and as the saying goes, even though two leaves grow on a tree together, when one leaf falls, he dies alone. Or something like that.
共には散らぬ。されど、一人ではござりませぬ。一人ではござりませぬぞ。弟よ。
So anyway, we go back to the cargo ship, and it now shows the ninja in the collar, and the camera pans over to the next person. It was a young Spanish man. He's got a collar around his neck also. Short film number 3 is called The Bullet. And the Bullet is actually the name of the plane that's used in this short film. And Torres, he's a flighty, adventurous, fun guy. He's having fun and his car breaks down. And his dad ends up bringing him a letter that he's been drafted into the Army or the Air Force. And this is taking place in World War II. It's like 1941, I believe. So the story picks up with him. He had been grounded as a pilot, but he's working on the planes. And someone comes in with a plane that's got this weird piece of metal on it, and it's something that they've never seen before, and he tries to cut it. He tries to use a welding thing, whatever they're called, a magma thing to cut it, magma cutter, and he can't break through it. But then when the airplane turns on, it's activated and it shoots towards the airplane. That's when he realizes there's something else out there. The men that are out flying, they're fighting the enemy, and they take down.
Oh, shit.
You can say that again. Boss is gonna have your ass for that one. I'm sorry, buddy, but that's a big ass hole. Torres gets in the plane when he realizes that there's something else out there that brought this plane down. He hops in the bullet and takes off to warn them. When he gets up there, he's like, "Man, there's something else out here. Do not engage. Do not engage." And their egos get the best of them, and they fly off into the clouds where they're sensing something. Those airplanes are dispatched quite quickly as the Predator spaceship. And this Predator, he's got an eye patch, like a pirate. I don't know why, but anyway, this is the pirate Predator. He's flying around in his spaceship, and he's shooting these things that are basically grappling hooks on chains. And you've seen this in like the Ninja one, where that Predator had them on his body, littler ones. These ones are on the planes, and the claws, the grappling hooks go through the metal, open up, and then he pulls parts off of the planes and stuff like that, or people, whatever. Okay, Taurus, we've got this. Maybe you might have to handle this. I'm not feeling so hot. I never told anybody before, but I do have a fear of heights, and I don't know why I joined the Air Force, but I'm not feeling very good, and I think I might have to dip out here. Can you take this on your own? You think you'll be okay? Hey, Chief, can you help him? I think I'm gonna head back. Thanks. Sorry. Bye. All the planes are dispatched, and the only two left fighting are Torres and his captain. And as Torres comes up with ideas, he realizes that it's heat seeking. So let's cool the engines off. And they fly the planes up higher in the atmosphere and cut the engines. They get cold. They're so high, they get cold. The Predator loses them. And they go back down and kind of escape that way. They realize that this isn't long lasted. So in the meantime, the captain says he's going to create a distraction. And even though Torres doesn't want him to do this, Torres does some amazing stuff here and fixes his plane because the bullet's a piece of junk. But Torres ends up turning the Predator ship on itself and destroying it. So he survives his encounter with his Predator. Now, what the Predator movie Killer of Killers is about is you get the 3 short stories on the capture of these 3 victims / killers or heroes, however you want to look at it. And now it's taking place in present day. You got to see the backstories. Now it's taking place in present day. They're on the Predator world. And in the Predator world, they're in a big arena. And they have their collars around their necks. One of the Predators that are in the arena also has a collar around his neck, and he obviously failed at his mission. And Predator leader, or Predator King, pushes some buttons, and his head explodes. So now, the 3 heroes realize what the collars around their necks can do. The Predator King tells them that they must fight each other, and whoever wins, basically they must fight each other to the death, and whoever wins will fight him. Ursa, being a fighter, she starts to fight. The ninja, he won't fight. His honor's too high and he just wants to give up. Torres thinks there's another way, and he doesn't want to give up. A battle proceeds within the arena, and Torres escapes for a minute and finds a way. He finds an arm thing, an arm controller. Actually, I think it was had an arm in it, and uses the buttons to release the collars. Some stuff happens here. The Predator King can handle his own, and he's taking them on one by one. Torres released the collars, and they make their way up to where the Predator King is. They're taking the fight to him. Torres gets in a spaceship. They're all able to get inside of this Predator spaceship. And as they start to fly off, one of the other Predators walks over and sits in one of the guns, shoots one of those grappling hooks that I've been talking about. Shoots the grappling hook, and it grabs the inside of the Predator ship and holds it in place. They can't escape at this point, and the whole fight, Ursa has been talking about honor, and she's been seeing her son in Torres, the fighting spirit. Ursa risks her life and grabs her shield and goes down the grappling chain and destroys the machine so that the Predator spaceship can get away with the ninja and Torres. Ursa's been caught, and at the end of the movie, you see her encased in ice or something, and she's being carted through this factory full of these ice casings. And there's different people. One of them looks like it may be an alien of some sort that obviously the Predators have fought. Another one is a humanoid man. And I don't know if this is an Easter egg or a throwback. One of these could be from one of the original Predator movies. Is it from the first Predator? Is it Arnold Schwarzenegger? It's so blurry, it's hard to tell, but it kind of looks like him. Or could it be from one of the other Predators, the Adrian Brody Predator, or one of the other skinny, non-hero-ish type guys that happen to live and survive? Predator, Killer of Killers. It's a great animated film. The story's very good, and it's not long and drawn out. It's like an hour and a little bit less than an hour and a half. And with the short stories, they really keep you entertained because the story changes so quickly. And in the end, all you get is fighting, action, violence. It is true to the form of the Predator movies, where it is violent and gory. Trying to hide that in a Predator film just doesn't make it a Predator film. But the sound and the graphics were wonderful. When it's animated, your mind can just go to where the movie is. You become encased in what is going on, and you're watching every flying moment, every ninja kick, every shield block, every sword chop, and it's a great film. If you don't mind blood and you don't mind the gore, and I think they say the F word one time, it's a great movie to watch. Again, it's on Hulu. I highly recommend it. And I want to thank you for coming and checking out my channel. I hope you like this video. I hope you return for more, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.